So how do you break down barriers that prevent people from participating in activism? How do we help people see that activism is for all of us, that politics is for all of us, that we all have to participate in democracy for it to be most reflective of our population?
I would, that's a good question. How do you move people from disaffected to active and engaged? One, I would argue that nobody is disaffected. People are pissed. They may not be participating in the way that you think that you have bucketed in your brain as political organizing, but everybody is engaged in some way. They're all touching law. They're all touching politics in some point in their day, and most of them not in a great way. And they will all step up and get active if they are made aware that they can affect change upon that thing that's pissing them off, right? And then the other point that I would make is maybe we need to change the way we think about organizing. So, I use this example. We were working with a foundation in California that was trying to raise outcomes for young people in 2 zip codes that were like the poorest performing zip codes in the entire state. And we did a cultural mapping of the space, and we started out and we took all the youth organizations, right? I am a C3 nonprofit dedicated to benefiting the outcomes for young people. And we mapped their social media and how many followers, and then we looked at their numbers and called them and say, how many people do you service a year? And we went and we mapped them all out. And then we looked at all the nonprofit industrial complex of those 2 regions. And it turned out that the 2 comic book stores in those zip codes had more followers on social media and more people going through their front door than all of those nonprofits together. And so we engaged a group of comic book artists to create comic books and passed them out for free and started to do events with the Comic Book Center. And lo and behold, this foundation was able to reach a whole bunch of young people in a way that felt natural and felt comfortable and felt engaging, using a voice and a messenger and a methodology that they were welcome to receive. And it turned out that they all gave a shit about the community that they lived in, but were never talked to in the way that they were expected to be talked to or hoped to be talked to. So nonprofits and our organizing infrastructure that we think about today aren't always the best messengers. They're not always, we use coded language and all kinds of wackadoo, the child tax credit is vital and important, but what is the child tax credit? 90% of people don't even know what it is.
And how did that go away? It is shocking to me, knowing how valuable it was.
But if you say, hey, you have kids and it's expensive and the government wants to support you a little bit, isn't that great? People are like, yeah, I would like that, we just have to be able to break out of some of the doing things the way that we've always done them because that's the way that they're done is a really bad way of doing business.